just on my live stream. Taylen Green is the best quarterback out there to be taken. He's 6'6". He's what, 227 pounds. He runs a 4.3640. He did at the combine, which is a record among quarterbacks. He was a starter, not just 1 year, but for Arkansas Razorbacks, 2 years, and he is a true dual threat quarterback. He's got a buggy whip delivery. I don't say that when I say the buggy whip, I mean it's quick. I don't mean that he throws sidearm, because one could take that implication. I'm not saying he throws sidearm at all. Okay, no, I'm simply saying that Taylen Green has a very quick release, and if you're wondering about his statistics for 2025, he threw, by some estimations, um, he threw 19 touchdowns, through 11 interceptions. And that has a lot to do with the kind of system that he played in, which wasn't a classic short pass Bill Walsh offense, which is what I prefer. When I say that, some of you may think I mean split backs. I don't. I'm talking about fundamentals of using to drop back footsteps as opposed to yards. Some plays call for you to drop back X number of yards, but Bill Walsh asked you to drop back by steps. You had to count the steps, 1, 2, 3, going backward, and having an identified key before the snap, a pre-snap key, and then at the snap, and sometimes the same key, sometimes another one, post-snap key, and a set of instructions that call for you to throw, after you take those steps, on time, a certain kind of ball. For example, uh, at the numbers, if you're throwing down the middle, it's at the numbers chest high. All right, with generally with a hitch step for that kind of pass that calls for a drive throw, like you're driving your force into the throw, right? So you get the idea. It is a detailed set of instructions on how to throw the forward pass in football. And Taylen Green, I assert, would be outstanding, absolutely outstanding. Okay, absolutely outstanding. All right. And so, hey, Caleb Proctor got taken here. Is that right? Oh, no, no. Caleb Proctor um, is. What are they trying to say here about Caleb Proctor? Because he got taken. Hold on a second. Caleb Proctor's still available. I thought in the round 4, pick 104, Caleb Proctor's going to the Cardinals. That's what's going on. That pick is in. All right. Caleb Proctor is going to the Cardinals. Cardinals have a great draft. So they have Jeremiah Love, Chase Biontis from A&M, the guard, Carson Beck at quarterback, and Caleb Proctor, defensive tackle. That's the Cardinals' haul right now. So not bad. Not bad at all. Okay. Not bad at all. Now, regarding Taylen Green, I'm not the only person who is high on Taylen Green as a prospect, who believes that Taylen Green should be, taken off the board, but none other than someone I'm acquainted with. Mary Kay Cabot happens to agree. Mary Kay Cabot is the locally in terms of Cleveland, famed longtime NFL reporter who says here why the Browns should draft a quarterback like Arkansas's Taylen Green on day 3 of the NFL draft or trade for a veteran backup? Will one who played for Todd Monken at Georgia become available? Or maybe they'll bring him Jameis back, right? Um, Todd Monken coached Jameis Winston. Okay. But at any rate, let's see what she's saying here about why she favors Taylen Green on day 3 to join Sanders and Watson and Dylan Gabriel. And so in the room. And she says 3 of the quarterbacks that are still on the board are LSU's Garrett Nussmeier, Clemson's Cade Klubnik, and Arkansas's Green, the dual threat quarterback. They might also trade for a veteran quarterback, and one who could become available is the Rams' Stetson Bennett. Yes, especially now that they have drafted Ty Simpson, excuse me. And then she points out that Bennett won 2 national championships under Todd Monken at Georgia, and he raves about him. The rest of this I have to pay for, which I don't want to do. It's always stuck on paywall. So discouraging. Anyway, I will tell you again why it should be Taylen Green. And it should be Taylen Green because he wowed the combine with his performance. He has no issues off the field. He is a tall dude threat. And I've noticed that for some odd reason, every time the conversation is about a superbly athletic, tall, black quarterback, and I mean 6'6", it's, well, can you play wide receiver? But we've had a number of examples of white tall quarterbacks who no one said, oh, you've got to play wide receiver. Look at, Mark Wilson, who was at BYU. And before you say he was at BYU, I'm saying, hey, look, Taylen played at Arkansas, and his overall, if you take a look at his overall career, he wasn't a 1-year wonder at Arkansas. Okay, he played, as I try to scroll down here, yeah, he played starting in 2021. He was originally with Boise State. Then he transferred to Arkansas in 2024. And see, what no one talks about with Arkansas there is that he threw for 3,100. Take a look at this. He threw for 3,154 yards. Okay, all right, Arkansas, 230 completions, 381 attempts, 60.4% of his passes, 3,154 yards, 8.3 yard average, 15 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. Okay, longest gain 94. This is for Arkansas. All right, that's for Arkansas. Now, his best percentage year actually was with Boise State his first year. Didn't throw a lot of passes, but he was 61.3%, and his overall QBR rating was 137.2. Well, actually, now his first year at Boise State, his first year at Arkansas, he was 138.2. That's when he threw for 3,154 yards, 15 touchdowns, and 9 interceptions. Okay, so you can't tell me, why would you have this guy play wide receiver if he has been a quarterback for 5 freaking years? All right, all of a sudden you want him to play. I mean, this is stupid. Okay, all of a sudden somebody out there wants him to play wide receiver. This guy has been playing quarterback in college, at major colleges, for 5 years at Boise State, and then at Arkansas. All right, that makes no sense whatsoever. So I agree with Mary Kay. You got to take Taylen Green. He's the best guy, and stop the coming up with these reasons that mask the real reason that you're not favoring him. All right. Subscribe to Zenny62 on YouTube and bookmark NFL News by Zenny62.com and NFL Draft Player Rankings.com. Thanks.